Thank you so much, G. All things interstellar, all things space. Now, you might recognize him as father from Ridley Scott's hit television show, Raised by Wolves, as well as a video game voice actor for Assassin's Creed Origins and, of course, Valhalla. Now, English actor Abubakar Salim joins us in studio for an exclusive interview. Abu in the building!
This is a massive deal for me because I'm obviously love my video games, and Abu's been involved in some of the biggest games of the last decade.
Literally, man.
But you don't necessarily see his face. I think the first time for a lot of people they got to see your face in the show.
Yeah.
But we know your voice.
Right. Yeah.
Listen to it.
Just give me a line from Origins. Come on.
The woman in the studio just
I don't even know what to say. I mean, everything is true.
Yes!
Or something like that. I don't know, man. It's been a while.
Brother, how are you doing, man?
Oh, I'm good. I'm really good. Lekker, as people would say.
Yes,
right?
that's it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm really, really good.
So the show that you're currently working on now is, obviously, I'm super jealous, Ridley Scott, who made Alien one of the greatest, touchstones.
Gladiator, all those kind of incredible.
Gladiator as well.
Yeah.
You're forgetting about that.
Yeah.
You're working side by side with him in Africa. What does it feel like to shoot the side?
I mean, it's horrendous here. Absolutely. I don't know why. No, it's incredible. It's incredible. It's one of those. It's a real big moment to sort of, again, I feel, and I always say this, it's like coming back home and actually working on a passion here, like a passion project here, and working at home, and it's just, it's wild. It's wild and really, really powerful and really exciting. And this is one of the biggest shows I've ever done in my life. So, and to work with one of the biggest directors in the world, like Ridley Scott, it really is sensational, really sensational.
Big directors, a big acting lineup as well. I mean, you're working with a Viking and a lot of
Oh,
other
you mean
superstars
that
as well.
guy?
That guy!
That guy, yeah. No, it's really, again, one of the great things about this show is that I'm working with this incredibly talented cast.
Yeah.
And everyone is just so grounded and lovely and so just down to earth. And we're all in this really wild sci-fi show, which doesn't actually feel very sci-fi. It's more about relationships and family and about, and it's again, it's every now and then I have to pinch myself God, I'm in Cape Town. Filming this show,
I gotta say, we're speaking about the show right now, Gron, and for many people that might, for some reason, be living under a rock and have no idea about it, can you tell them, Zanzi, what it's all about? Just in case they haven't watched it, give them a reason to.
Yeah, sure. So it's about these two androids who are sort of tasked with raising children on another planet because planet Earth has been destroyed. Yeah. And it is really about what it means to almost for humanity to have a second chance. It explores religion, it explores, relationships, it explores parenting, it's that whole thing of, again, because we are these two androids who have no idea what it means to raise children, but we've got Google in our heads, let's say, you quickly learn and realize that actually it's not as simple as it is, you know what I mean? And and that the planet itself as well has a life of its own. So it is very sci-fi, but at the same time it's very relationship driven. Yeah, it's a powerful show, and Aaron Grzikowski, who's the creator of the show, the writer of the show, he's incredibly talented. He's got this whole universe planned out. This whole everything happens for a reason, and it's a wild ride.
Talking about other wild rides and science fiction shows that you've been in 24. I know a lot of people know 24 and Black Mirror.
Yeah.
How did you get into acting? How did this start for you?
Yeah, I started. You know what's funny? Professionally, I started in theatre. I'm classically theatre trained, but it's actually through games that kind of got me through. Yeah, man. It's one of those things where, as a kid, playing games actually inspired me with the world of storytelling. I think when I was growing up, watching TV and watching shows and film, at the time, there was not really anyone who looked like me. And, even in reading books, I love books and I love reading, but, sometimes it's a bit hard to get a kid to focus and read a massive book, right? Yeah. But it was actually through games and actually actively participating in this character's journey and seeing that trajectory of storytelling that really got me into acting and into the way of storytelling, I think. yeah, and it's funny because again, it kind of went full circle, right? I started with games, then I went into theatre, then I did training at drama school, then I got an agent, started doing film and TV and all that jazz, and now I'm doing games, and now I've got a game studio,
It's
and
insane.
it's like,
It's
you know what I mean?
beautiful,
It's weird, it's really, yeah.
You just remind me about how many times I want to tell my mom, do you see? Look what
You know what I
games
mean? I said, the amount of times my mom and dad would be like, you should be, if you focus on your studies as much as you played your games, it's like you'd be someone. I'm like, all right, well, look at me now.
Yeah.
Like, you know what?
Well, look, guys,
sorry,
obviously,
Mum.
man, I
Sorry.
mean, I could sit here and chat on the couch for days. We obviously are going to be back kicking into a bit more about all the magic that's going on with you.
Yeah.
So for you, Mzansi, of course, the amazingly talented Abubakar Salim isn't going anywhere. We're going to stick around, so stay with us, and we're going to be continuing the conversation in a bit.